Hi, this is Tanya and Catherine with Twin Flame Mystique 1111. And today we're going to talk about 5 ways you can wake up your twin flame.
Yes.
So, our perspective is I was the sleeper, and she had to do some things in order to get me to wake up. So, we're going to talk about how to do it and how not to do it.
Exactly.
So let's talk about how not to do it. First of all, do you want to
talk about
how not to wake up your twin flame?
Yes, what you
if your
do
twin flame is not.
First of all, you don't talk about it.
You don't talk about twin
Simple.
flames.
You don't talk about twin flame stuff. You don't talk about soulmate stuff, because when you are the awakened twin and the other one isn't, okay, it is on you to take the lead and to be like a parent would, okay, as far as knowing better, okay. So that's why you don't say anything. You know better. You know that you're doing your inner work, right? And as you do your inner work, you are bringing healing to the both of you. And as you do that healing, okay, that is the surrender. And in that surrender, that is, the spirit and God, source energy, the universe, whichever resonates with you. Okay? Then divine timing sets in, and then the twin starts to awaken by seeing all the awakening codes, all the numbers everywhere, and then starts asking questions and filling the shifts. All right. It was that easy.
Yeah, there's nothing easy about that.
No,
actually. So basically, you have to pretend as though there's nothing. You have to pretend as though you've never heard of a twin flame, or there's nothing out of the ordinary about this connection you have.
Right, you're just being objective. You've got to be objective as being the one that is the lead and the one that's knowing better.
Because if you inundate them with just like information on twin flame, there's a time and the place, obviously, but
it's divine timing.
It is divine timing. As a general rule, if you try to wake them up too fast,
yes,
it's gonna backfire.
Mm-hmm.
It could. One of two things could happen. Either they think you're completely crazy, or you make them go crazy.
Yeah. Yep. So what's the next one?
So the next one is how you actually do awaken your twin flame. So the number one, and I made a little list of 5 talking points, just things that we have encountered that worked for us.
Yeah.
Or worked for her, really, since I was the one that was not awake to the connection. Heal abandonment issues.
Oh, that's a big one.
Heal abandonment issues.
Yeah.
Because if you have a codependent type energy,
yes,
that will repel.
Yes. And you'll know that you're in that because of the karmic situations and karmic relationships that you're in.
Right.
That'll let you know where you're at. Yep.
And the connection, the twin flame connection, is energetic. So anything that you do is going to affect your twin energetically. Absolutely. They're not going to understand it at first. It's all going to be at just this energetic level. But when you heal abandonment issues, then they can heal their abandonment issues.
That's right.
And likely not even realizing that they're doing it because you did it first.
Right.
But with with the twin flame connection, that's how you have to look at things.
Right.
Is energetically.
Right.
Because if you try to talk about it too fast with someone who's not spiritually awake or, has a lot of healing to do,
Right.
before they're
You're
ready.
just going to meet all sorts of resistance.
You're going to meet all sorts of resistance.
All sorts of resistance.
And you're going to delay your union.
Not only within yourself first,
right,
but with them as well. Look, here's a rule of thumb, okay? Whatever you, as the awakened twin, whatever needs to be healed, like for instance the codependency, okay? You are feeling it, and the unawakened twin is experiencing it because they're still in the 3D. Get me? So that's the way it works. So whatever emotions you are feeling, know that they are experiencing. And that is the push-pull healing of the twin flame dynamic, okay? There is no running and chasing, and I will say it every time. No running and chasing.
Not like you've been led to believe that there's running and chasing.
Exactly.
There's no running and chasing for months and
right,
years.
There's none of that. That's a karmic relationship.
If you wouldn't have met your twin if your twin wasn't ready to wake up.
Exactly.
Maybe within a year or two, not likely a decade.
Right.
Or any extended period like that. But, every journey is different.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has different levels of healing that they have to go through.
Exactly.
But that's just from our experience and from, what we have learned from our clients as well.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. What's the next one?
The next one is clear your energy, balance your chakras, do your energy work. And this is stuff you have to do every day.
Daily, on a daily basis.
Every day. It's like, we all have things to do and we run out of time and we don't have time to fit everything into our schedule. But how you have to look at it is this should be at the forefront of everything that you do right now. It depends on how important is your twin flame union to you. If it's important to you, like it was to me, you'll do whatever it takes to make it happen.
That's why on this journey, on this path, through your enlightenment, your ascension, and union within yourself, there are no expectations. When you're there, you're not having any expectations of how it's going to be. So, and that's a given. So, but when asking all these questions, if you are asking yourself these questions or you're asking someone else these questions, know that, that's the healing, and there's divine timing that you are needing to work on.
Number 3 is the violet flame.
Yes.
Another thing that has to be done daily, or that should be done, it doesn't have to be, but it should be done on a daily basis. And what this does is it dissolves all negative cords of attachment to everyone and everything, including your twin. And you're not severing the connection of the cord with your twin, but you're severing those negative cords, the negative cords of attachment.
Right, anything that's in shadow, that is the shadow self.
And this should be done every day because, you can't just do it one time and think that everything's good.
Right.
It takes, I don't even like saying to cut cords because cutting is abrupt and there's nothing abrupt about trying to get rid of these negative attachments. It doesn't happen in one cord cutting and then you're all better and it never comes back. That's not the case. Right. These negative attachments will continue to grow back.
Right. Well, yeah, they'll continue to grow. They'll continue to
unless you clear and shield your energy.
Exactly.
The violet flame is an excellent way to do this.
Yes, it is.
And for karmic soulmates especially, you have to do the violet flame. That's what helped me dissolving the cords from my karmic.
Yeah.
And
helped in your healing.
And helped in my healing. So number 4, break any and all karmic cycles.
That's true.
This will energetically allow the twin flame to do the same. And that's
exactly.
that's
the
what you
push
did.
Pull. Yes.
And so
you did.
number 5, surrender the outcome, let go and let God.
That's right.
So now that we've gotten through all 5 of these are all things that we had to deal with.
Right.
For our union.
Right.
And for my awakening. Because when I first started my spiritual awakening, after my dark night of the soul, and I was initiated into the twin flame journey, I had a false twin or pre-twin.
Catalyst.
Yeah, a soul catalyst. Not the twin, in other words.
Exactly.
But I thought it was the twin.
Right.
You know, so I can see things from both sides of the fence. Yeah, it's thinking back, it's just crazy. But so these 5 things, now we're going to go through and kind of tell you guys what this looked like and how it got us into union and how it got me to be awake. I was awake to the journey. I was waking up to, spiritualism, but waking up to who my twin flame was, that was the thing. That was the issue. And it took doing all of these things every day to finally wake up.
Right. And
it's not a fast process.
No, it's not. And I'll tell you something that makes it an even slower process, and something that makes it harder for you to figure out if you're having a karmic a karmic relationship, is this information that is out there of the twin flame path, twin flame journey, and who your twin flame is. There you go. And who your twin flame is. That right there, that's where Tanya and we come in. As twins, you come in, and it's not about, you're with your twin, and then this is the
romance of a
lifetime. And you know what?
It is.
It is. But this is after you surrender to knowing that, along with this divine partnership, okay, you chose to be here at a particular time for a mission, for a purpose. And part of our purpose is to clean up a lot of these notions, a lot of the misguided information that's out there about what a twin flame is, right? This person, this is my twin flame because we're feeling that we reflect each other so well. We have everything in common. We found out the hard way, the long way. So this is where we come in, and we're trying to make it a shorter way for you. Much shorter way for you. And not wait, and just know you're going to be meeting resistance, and you're not going to get there if you're in the 3D ego about this, match made in heaven, so to speak. Because that's all 3D. Because with the twin flame relationship or any ascension path, enlightenment path, you break down everything and forget everything that you ever knew about a relationship, about love, period.
And this is a 5D connection.
It's 5D on up.
And for you to get a 3D union, you're going to have to get the 5D union first. As above, so below.
Yes.
So you have to surrender
everything,
the 3D aspect of this whole twin flame thing.
Right.
You have to release it. You have to let it go.
Right. Yeah, you do.
And you have to step back, and you have to work on what a 5D relationship is. About the energy, about the connection, about your vibration. Because until you do that first, you're not going to get the 3D manifestation of it.
Right.
right? So
very important right there. Yeah.
you know, it can be a lengthy process.
Right.
Not that long. I mean, compared to a 3D type scenario, then
Right.
yeah, it's you have to be very patient.
Right.
But this is your twin flame, so
Exactly.
you know you'll do whatever it takes to be in union with your twin. I would imagine.
Well, yes.
So what this looked like. So when Catherine first told me that we were twins, it was actually it was almost more about who wasn't my twin. But initially, I rejected the whole thing.
Yeah.
So what did that bring up? Abandonment issues. For her to have to heal.
Right.
You know, to step away from that clingy, you know, but you're my twin.
I couldn't do any of that. Yeah. Because why? Because I knew better.
Yeah. And
Being in my
but as soon as she stepped away, I was like, well, but wait. Just wait, just for a second. Just hold on. Just like figure this out.
Right.
You know, or try. So.
And that's the way it has to happen.
And so, bam, that was number one. Number two, you got to clear and shield your energy, balance your chakras. If your chakras are blocked, then you're not going to be able to have clarity really on anything. When your chakras are blocked, they're corded to people, to places, to lifetimes, you know, to whatever. Until that's cleared and healed,
Right.
you know, you're not going to get too far. And that's something that should be done daily as well.
Right.
You know, with the chakras.
Yeah.
And the energy. Guard your energy. Protect your energy. Because the more you raise your vibration, the more you attract the darkness like moss to a flame.
That's right.
And so, you know, if you're not psychically protecting, you're going to be in trouble. Because we went through that too. We already experienced that too.
We did. Look.
And it wasn't nice. It wasn't a good thing. So, again, every day. And what you do for you do for your twin.
Exactly.
Right? So, number 3, violet flame. To dissolve the cords. What you do for yourself, you do for your twin. This is how she got me to wake up.
Right.
And then eventually, you know, I started doing it too. Now, why did she tell me like she did that it was an emergency, I guess you could say. It was our journey being our journey. It was it was time. Spirit said, yeah, you got to do it.
Yeah.
So would that be the right thing for everyone? Probably,
You know
no,
what?
probably not. But would it be the wrong thing? No, probably not.
Yeah, but even that, being in that mindset though, you know, whenever it's divine timing, it's divine timing. So there's no woulda, shoulda, couldas.
No, there's not. It's just, there's really what it is complete faith and trust in the universe.
That is the surrender.
That is the surrender.
You let go, you let God. You say, you know what, this is not mine, and you give it to God, the universe, you give it to Spirit.
So number 4 again, karmic cycles. So I was like, okay, well, we may be twins, but you're married, and you say that you wait to wait till the kids get out of high school. You know, the kids are out of the house. I understand that. It's totally understandable. So I got a couple of years, so I can just, you know, not have to worry about the twin flame thing and just go do
so
whatever.
You thought.
Yeah, so I thought. So what was that like? The next day.
Yeah, that's what she was saying. Then I said, okay.
The end of the karmic cycle. So I was like, what? I was like, well, okay. So that was another thing,
Yeah.
you know, that got me to really, really wake up. And the surrender surrender the outcome. That actually came, for you, it came first. Well, you were already doing the clearing and the energy. You were doing all of that.
I was doing all of that before.
Which is what, like, helped bring me in to begin with.
Yeah.
But since you were also with a false twin, it's called soul catalyst.
See, there you are. See, I was too, and this is what we want to clean up, and this is what I was saying just a little earlier about knowing, the twin flame. There's misinformation out there where you're reflecting each other, right?
The mirror, and there is mirroring,
very not like that. Not like what's out there.
Yeah, it's different.
Right.
With the karmic, it's different. Like
right.
it is truly a mirror. Like it showed, like for my soul catalyst, it showed me like the ugliest parts of myself. They're just terrible. That was mirroring.
The mirroring that you are shown with your karmic catalyst is what you are needing to heal for yourself, heal for your inner union before you get into union with your twin. So know that. If you're there fascinated about how y'all have so much in common, time to start thinking twice there.
Because that's what I
especially if you're going weeks without seeing each other, speaking to each other, whatever your situation is, however it is that you are communicating. And there's always someone that's pissy, someone that's running, you're chasing them. That is not of the twin flame path. That is of your ascension path, right? Because as you are waking up, you are waking up to heal yourself, okay? And so this misinformation out there has everybody being, what's my favorite? Disgruntled. And then you become a disgruntled twin flame, even if that, and you're throwing your hands up in the air, and look, here's a clue. Here's a clue. About being disgruntled.
I know about being disgruntled. I was disgruntled for a while.
Right. If you're disgruntled, that's your clue. Something's wrong. Something isn't right there. And I figured that out before I met Tanya and had my surrender. And then started my spiritual business, and life was happening around me. And
that's another way to that's a way to bring your twin flame in, to bring your twin flame towards you, is to get on your spiritual path. And you shouldn't wait to do this, after you've already met your twin.
Yeah.
Or expect to meet your twin.
Right.
You need to have all your ducks in a row.
That's right.
Beforehand.
If you're,
because otherwise it's just, the energy, it's a very precise balance, really.
There is, because the twin flame...
Very precise balance.
Twin flames are yin and yang. We are yin and yang to each other. But because we're in union within ourselves as well, we'll switch off. We can switch that off. I'll be more, for whatever the situation calls for. Also being parents here in our home with children, little young adults. We switch off, and we are united. And that is the twin flame dynamic. Okay? None of this running and chasing and I haven't heard from mine in years, or it doesn't have anything to do with me, or because when union is happening, it's in divine timing. Okay, and with divine timing, you are divine timing. just know that.
Yeah.
You are divine timing. So there's that little bit of a free will in there.
Yep. There
Okay.
is, absolutely. There, of course, there's, there's free will
Right.
on both sides.
Yep.
But this is what worked for us,
Right.
and it worked.
It works for others.
It worked very quickly, actually, because the first thing for Catherine was the surrender, releasing the soul catalyst.
Right.
And what it came down to was she, just determined that, well, we weren't meant to be together in this lifetime. That's okay. I'm going to continue and do my, be on my path and do my work.
Because life
Because
doesn't stop.
Life doesn't stop. I'm a twin flame, and I'm going to, continue.
I know this is what I am, but I'm going to continue on. Right. And then in being in, already being on, having or practicing daily self-healing through meditation, Tai Chi, through various other
Reiki.
healing modalities. I knew that there was something off there.
Oh, with the soul
So it was
catalyst.
just having to work on me because of life being around me. Yeah. Yeah. So,
And as soon as you did that, we
As soon as I
already
did.
met. We already met.
no,
didn't
we hadn't.
So how long after that then did we?
That
It was a few months?
surrender for me, that surrender for me was a few months. It was right before the holidays in 2017. And you and we met in 2018.
Just before the okay.
Before May in 20.
I started my dark night of the soul with the soul catalyst.
Oh no! We met at the end of May.
Yeah, but I started my dark night of the soul, my initiation of the twin flame journey with the soul catalyst and the spiritual awakening at that exact same time.
When I surrendered.
Well, right before, actually, yeah.
Wow.
It was Lionsgate of 2017.
Oh my God, Lionsgate. We're still in it.
That's when I started my initial waking up to a spiritual path and a twin flame path. And so how's that for synchronicity then?
And at the same time, on Lionsgate in 2017, my soul catalyst he was in a runner mode. He was in a runner mode. So when we spoke again, by that time, it had been like the 5th time that whenever he would run, I wasn't doing any chasing. I would just say, okay, well, you know where I am. You know how to get on me. And from there on, I started noticing that as I distanced myself, I was starting to heal myself. My abilities became stronger.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even know I had abilities, so
Yeah.
that didn't take much for me.
Right. And I was already in my abilities ever since a child, but my psychic abilities, as a child, medium. But everything else starting to heighten, remote viewing, all of that. And then, and then I started to welcome it. Oh, okay. I would say, okay, you're pissy because of one word that I said and you're running. Okay. And then I said, okay, great. Let's see what else
That's
I'm going to
just
heal.
not a twin.
Exactly.
The karmic...
And it happened like that.
The karmic soul catalyst connection feels so strong. It's based on sex. But the twin flame connection, not that the sex not even better with the twin flame connection, but it starts off
Right.
with friendship, with just the connection, and evolves.
Right.
I'm not saying it's all like that. That's just our
soulmate
experience.
feeling and,
It's different.
Right, because remember, they're reflecting to you everything that you feel that you have in common, that is what you are needing to heal within yourself. That's
Right.
why there's mirroring.
So, the last thing for us, not really. There's no last thing, because this, as you will learn soon, it's a continuous
You're always surrendering
cycle,
something.
a continuous cycle. So, breaking of the karmic cycle. So then she does that, and we moved in together like 2 months later, 3 months later.
Let's see, yeah. So we were knowing
From the time you took, we were already friends. We became best friends. You know, the divine put that in the path for us.
On a twin flame Facebook page, yeah. Anyway, so we were already, real good friends, and we were healing each other through.
We met in May 2018.
The end of May, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is so, about a year later.
Almost a year later.
After after her surrender, and the beginning of my dark night of the soul.
Yeah.
Then it was a year later that we met.
Mm-hmm.
That was 2018. June 2019, we were in union.
June 1st, physical, and
living together.
Mm-hmm.
We were actually in union prior to that, but that's the date that we count.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Our anniversary.
Yeah, because that was, the breaking of the karmic cycle and moving out and moving in together. And then since union, this stuff continues. It doesn't go away.
It doesn't mean that you're together and then bam. No. It's you're always being, and the more that, and you continue doing your daily practice, right? Of cutting cords and healing your energy, and you're doing all of that because of your abilities, right? Because then your empath abilities become even stronger, and that's another video, so look out for that. The empath, the twin flame, the empath. So but as we're doing this on a daily basis,
because if we don't do this on a daily basis, we get smacked by spirit.
Spirit smacked.
And it's ugly.
We do, because there's always something in retrograde. There's always...
like now.
Right?
There's always
a galactic portal activation.
Oh my God, there's always something.
There's Schumann resonance.
Like, can't we just rest for a second?
I know it. So we're always feeling something. But as we become into union within ourselves, then we become the big babysitters, and so to speak. And we start experiencing and feeling what those in the collective are going through, right?
Yeah.
Because then you're able to discern the energies. You're able to discern that. Wait a minute.
Exactly.
Why am I feeling pissy? Wait a minute. Why am I feeling sad?
And that's
why
the baby steps
Always.
on this journey. Baby steps.
No expectations. Go with the flow.
As long as you can do that,
with the flow.
then everything's going to start happening very, very quickly. And this is not we've noticed this in our clients as well. They're now in union, and some are very, very close to union. It's just amazing to see it, really.
Yes.
And I'm just glad that we could use our experience to help other people get
Twin flames are going to have experience in a wide variety of relationships and
traumatic experiences,
and trauma and all of that, because of being the divine partners that twin flames are. You're here to
wake up the
that's
planet.
Right. So then, that's right.
So you first have to wake up yourself, then you have to wake up your twin.
Your twin, and
then you can wake up the
planet.
planet. Yeah,
that's all. No pressure.
It's baby steps.
It sure is.
We have to learn how to do it for ourselves,
right?
And then we learn how to energetically,
because
and that's the whole point. Energetically, wake someone else up. And then from that stage, like, oh, okay, well, now I understand what it means to wake up the planet.
Exactly.
Because I've done it, and I pulled a couple cards. So,
awesome. Yay.
So for the Divine Feminine, we have the Queen of Autumn, which is the Queen of Pentacles.
Nice.
And we have the masculine as the Prince of Autumn, the Prince of Pentacles. So,
all right.
like, you know, like we always say,
Wow.
there's a leader, and
Which is
there's a
that
follower, which is the queen.
The queen.
And then the follower is the prince, which is the knight, whatever.
Until he becomes a king.
Until he becomes the king. And then feminine will become the empress.
That's right. Oh, yes. That's right.
And then whenever you have the empress and the emperor, then you have the perfect match, the perfect
right.
twin flame dynamic there.
That's right.
So,
what else did you pull?
forgiveness for the feminine. Healing comes from acceptance.
Mm-hmm.
Help me, dear Lord, to fully accept what is, knowing that this alone will open me to the new.
That's right. This is perfect for the feminine, as usually, well, I don't want to say usually, but most of the time the feminine energy is the one that is, the leader. So that's perfect message for you. Go ahead. Next.
And for the masculine, we have change. I was reading this as you were reading that, and I was just laughing because it just sounds so familiar. All this sounds so familiar, with the.
Yeah.
So masculine has change. Don't scare yourself with the next 40 steps. All you need is that one next action.
Yeah.
But for the masculine, is like you see the little kids and they have the little arm floaties on, and they're like a foot above the water on the diving board, and they're terrified. And they're like, but they got floaties on and a life jacket.
I was like, it doesn't matter.
It
doesn't matter.
And scuba gear or whatever. And they still will not. They're like, no, that's like the masculine. But eventually.
Yes.
The universe is going to come along and just put a foot up their ass
and say it's time,
literally, and kick them right off that little diving board with that 1 foot down.
That's right.
To the water
and
with the floaties.
Sink or swim in the Lionsgate portal.
But you're always gonna swim because you got
true.
You have your divine arm floaties around you.
Okay, there you are. That's cute.
But that's the mentality though of the masculine. It's just change.
And to trust in the floaties is to surrender and give it to God and the universe.
And then the feminine has the harder job of having to accept the masculine for being the way the masculine is. That's where the forgiveness comes from. Like, it's like a, what'd you call it? One of those, I don't know. It's like a child that's always a child that you always have to take care of type thing.
Oh, yeah.
One of those.
Wow. Well, but remember, we're talking about how you are within yourself. So that's why. If there's forgiveness of yourself, your twin flame is experiencing it. If you are feeling doubt, your twin flame is experiencing it in the 3D.
That's why you have to keep.
You feel.
That's why it is imperative.
They experience
to guard your energy.
Always.
That's why it is imperative to.
Right.
Whatever you have to do
right.
to make yourself happy, to raise your vibration. I don't care what
high
it is.
High vibe it. Yes.
Whatever that is to you.
Because when you are high vibing it, this other, none of this is affecting you.
No.
That's not affecting you, and you're not getting in your way.
So if you need to make sand angels at the beach to raise your vibration,
yes,
in the nude, then go do whatever. Then go do it. Because
yes,
you want your twin to feel, not have a lack mentality or the sadness or the frustration,
no
even or the anger. Guard your energy.
Guard it.
So the feminine got number 23, which is a 5 at your service.
Okay.
And the universe is at your service.
That's right.
And the masculine got number 28, which is a 10.
Again.
Which is an ending. So that there can be a beginning.
That's right.
And it is smooth and easy.
There. Oh, let me see that one. Smooth and easy. Smooth and easy if you're not stubborn.
Now, okay, so we knew each other and we became friends for months before we realized that we were twin flames. And we went to a psychic fair.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember we went and talked to, I don't know, we talked to somebody, some psychic, maybe it was the one that was from California that had flown in, and
The one from California.
and you got a reading.
Yes.
I don't know, and I don't know what he told you because
Well,
it wasn't my business.
First of all, he's like, "What are you doing here? You can give me a reading."
Well, yeah, of course. But so then later on, I gave you a reading. And my reading said the exact same thing that his reading did.
The exact same
Only mine
thing.
was
Everything came out.
And what was that? It was
Exact
like,
same.
and at this time I thought, she knew who her twin was. It wasn't me, but it was, someone else. It was she, that was her twin, and it was what it was. And so the reading I gave was like, you have to end something to begin something.
Always. That
So-
kept coming out always. And then I kept seeing 222, 222, 22, 20, 22. It was
Yeah.
just a lot of twos.
So if
which
you're
was meaning that.
stuck in a karmic cycle
Right.
and you're waiting on your twin, that doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't.
You have to break if you are cognizant of the karmic cycle,
Right.
you need to break it.
Exactly.
Because until you do, your twin's not going to do anything.
Exactly.
Because you're the awakened one. So why would they,
Exactly.
they're stuck in the 3D. You're the one that's awake. But yet, you're staying in a karmic cycle. Why?
Exactly.
Why? Like, why would you
Exactly.
do that?
But you know what? I'm going to tell you part of the reason why is because I was thinking that because of that misinformation that's out there about runner and chaser, okay?
Yeah.
That's because of that information that's out there, and I'm going to drive it into the ground, is why. Because I was knowing that I was the twin, and then I was upset that, you know what, I had already surrendered the one that I thought that was, and when that runner chaser was actually a karmic, it's karmic. I surrendered that we're not going to be together, and I'm done, and I need to, concentrate on myself. That is why. Because of that misinformation, that's what kept me stuck there. Because at the same time, I was sad.
Yeah.
That I knew who I was, but it wasn't jiving with the other. So even in the surrender of allowing, where's that card in the allowance right here where it said to allow?
Oh, yeah.
Even though it was in the allowance of, because I was, you know what I can say now, I was in union within myself then, going into that surrender, because that's when I became into the allowance of who I thought was my twin flame, allowed him to just continue to do whatever he needs to do, to be whoever he needed to be, have a nice life, So, but, so that's where I was still stuck. Because, it was sad. I felt it was, sad still.
Yeah.
Because I was like, okay, so then that's when I went on and started my spiritual business and did all of that and went on my own. So to do that, that is why we are here to help you heal from the perspective of what's out there. I'm telling you who what a twin flame is. There you are. There you are. But once I woke up even from that, that's why it was like, bam. You know what? We're twins. 2 months later, bam, cut the karmic cycle. 2 weeks later, we've manifested where we're out here on the beach.
Yeah.
Bam, bam, bam.
And that was because of your hard work, though, and doing all your energy work and your healing work and, everything. And I, as far as twins go, I don't think it gets any more sleep than... I don't think you could... I mean, I could have been in a coma or dead and not have been as asleep as I was. It was...
Well, look, it was a couple of decades of it that I did to make it 3 decades.
Now
wanna be precise.
now you're scaring them because now they're thinking, what,
Yeah.
what?
No. But look, this
But
is
that
what
was
we're
yours,
here
like,
to do.
that.
We are here because I was stuck in this knowing of who I was or who I thought this other person was, and
Yeah.
because of the misinformation out there. Yep. Yep. So.
And I hate to see twins stuck with karmics thinking that they're with their
we sure
twins.
do. We do.
That's the thing. It's like
we're on a couple of Facebook groups, and it just breaks our heart so much every time that we see posts from y'all. What do I do? My twin has ghosted me, and we haven't spoken in like 6 months, and he's blocked me from all social media and all of that. And I know that y'all are resonating. A lot of y'all are resonating with that, right? And
that
then
is
we're here
most
shaking
likely
our heads
99% chance that's a karmic.
We're shaking our head going,
Every journey's different, and really you do need a personal reading to get a handle on your situation. I mean, we did.
That's what we did. And we were grateful for
because
the
even
community and the soul family that was around us to help us out.
And we still use our friends to help us read.
We do, yeah.
Situations
that's what you do.
Today
you start collaborating together.
Because
yeah.
other people can see things that you can't see.
That's right.
Other people can see things that we can't see.
We're psychic medium. Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
You can't read yourself. It's hard to read yourself,
But we have gotten pretty good at knowing when there is something that we've missed. And
Absolutely.
we know when to ask.
Exactly.
Basically.
Right. Absolutely.
So if you need a private reading, personal reading,
get a hold of us.
Contact us. We were having a little trouble with our website as far as booking online. It was an issue on the Wix site end, so hopefully that's been resolved.
Hopefully if any of y'all have a Wix site, hopefully y'all aren't experiencing anything either. But they were very kind, and they were very and they're taking care of it as quickly as possible. But they were very quick and very kind and know their stuff. So give them a minute. But
So if you try to book a session and you're not, it says that you can't book a session online right now. Whatever.
Reason, just email.
Yeah, email us or contact us on Messenger.
Right. Right.
Facebook, but email is twinflamemystique 1111@gmail.com.
Right.
And our website is twinflamemystique 1111.com.
Exactly.
That's
and visit us on Facebook. And
we have Twitter, we have Instagram. We'll put everything in the description box.
Absolutely, we sure will. Well, all right. We hope that y'all were able to
get some good,
walk
good
away
positive
with
information.
Something. Exactly, because look, we're a big family, and that's what we're about. We believe it takes a village. So, have a blessed evening or a blessed morning and day wherever you are at in the world.
And we will talk to you guys tomorrow.